What's going on, guys? We have another review for you today of the second tier of the Adidas Nitrocharge, the 2.0s, the firm ground and the size 9. These are again in the blue, beauty, running white, and electricity colorway. So we'll take these guys out. A little bit different than the first model. First of all, these retail for $100, so half the price of what you're going to see them for most times. They are a very, very comfortable boot too. They fit very similar to the 1.0s, to be honest with you. You still get that kind of nice mesh kind of protective layer on the outer, which is nice. As far as the upper, synthetic leather upper, they give you, again, what they call a super strong protective mesh layer on the rear foot, kind of for that high protection right in here. So they do give you that that same kind of outer protection. They also give you, again, the pads right back here, kind of that reinforced padding, and on the toe, not as firm, not as soft as the 1.0s, but still they do kind of give you that feature. One hugely different feature, they don't have that mesh in here, they just have that synthetic leather. So synthetic leather upper, but it's as you can see, kind of more of a plasticky synthetic on the outer of this. You don't get that same mesh kind of barricade right in here, and again it says Nitrocharge 2.0, so they tell you exactly what they are. But you do get that feature back here. You do get the reinforced padding, and you do get that kind of similar kind of mesh protectant outer right here, which is pretty cool as well. Just as far as kind of what these guys give you, the TPU sling, which is this thing right here, it's not as gritty, it's very, very slick. You can see my hand's really not catching on it at all, not tacky at all, but it's supposed to give you the same feature. It feels pretty good, to be honest with you. It gives you great stability. It's supposed to kind of hold your foot a little bit nicer than most boots, and it's similar to the 1.0s, to be honest. I didn't feel the same constrictiveness on the 2.0s, so they didn't feel as if they grabbed as good, but still a pretty good lateral shoe. Still a very, very wide toe box, and it fit very snug on my foot, to be honest with you, so it wasn't too bad a fit, but just again, not as much tackiness on that energy sling right there, and it didn't hold the foot. It was a little bit looser as far as holding the foot, in my opinion, when I got to try them on, so a little bit different on that front. As far as the inserts on these guys, you do get the pre-molded EVA sock liner, a nubuck finish, as you do with the 1.0, so heel liner, not as soft, to be honest with you, but you get the nubuck finish, very similar on these guys, very similar soles I found on both these. These are a little bit different finish, a little bit not as soft as the 1.0s, which are to be expected, and not as padded either, a little bit thinner insert with the EVA sock liner you get on those guys. So a couple key differences, obviously. You don't get that reinforced kind of mesh on the instep here. You just don't. You don't get the tackiness on the energy sling, so it's a little bit different. And the insert's not as padded, which is to be expected, obviously, with a second tier model. Just going in to the bottoms of these guys, similar, obviously same stud pattern, similar type studs. They're a little less quality. You do get the My Coach compatibility with it, which is to be expected. The Traction 2.0 stud configuration, so you do get that portion of it, and you do get kind of similar features. They don't give you the what they call the energy, kind of that little energy break right back here as far as the bottom of the shoe is concerned. So they don't give you the same features, exact same features as you get with the 1.0. So as you can see, same stud pattern going in. Definitely same stud pattern, so you don't really sacrifice anything as far as that, but you don't get the energy pulse coming through here. They give you the same design, similar break, but a little looser, and it's just not as snug and not as glove-like of a fit as the 1.0s. So energy pulse is not included in these. They give you kind of the same design, but it's not the same kind of feature where they kind of level out. It's supposed to level out the amount of energy you exert throughout a match or training session. So it's a little bit different on that front. Again, that could be just a little gimmicky. I didn't see a huge difference as far as the flexibility and the bend on the shoes, but as far as the kind of hold and moving laterally, and I definitely saw a difference. The 1.0s far exceed the 2.0s for sure. They give you a little bit grittier with the energy sling, so you have a little bit better touch and instep on the ball as well. Cool feature. They do give you the mesh and the extra protection on here and here in a second tier model. I thought that was pretty cool. They don't give you the neon laces also with the second tier model, so that's a little bit different as well. So that is a decently different difference, if you will, between the two, but still a very good shoe. Honestly, I felt like they were very, very comfortable on my feet. They still fit very nicely. The only difference, obviously, is I didn't feel like the sling on these held as nicely as the 1.0s, which is to be expected. But they do give you similar features. So they do give you the outer padding, toe padding. Obviously in the bottom, as I said before, they do not give you the same as the 1.0s. They're not going to give you the same features, the same energy pulse feature, which is, take it for what it's worth, from Adidas. So kind of to each their own, but I thought the 1.0s obviously fit a little bit snugger. I felt like they held my foot a little bit better laterally, but as far as second tier boots go, this was actually a really nice fit, a very nice fit on my foot, and I felt like people with wider feet, a great option for you, and it gives you a ton of protection too. So if you play outside back, if you play a position when you're getting stuck in often, definitely a good choice for you still. So until next time, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. I hope you guys are well. Again, if you are entered in any of our contests, keep voting or keep putting it in if you haven't already, and we'll be announcing the winner relatively soon of our Twitter contest, as I said, so we're going to be popping that up soon as well. So until next time, keep sending your feedback, comments, questions, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.